You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Monday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
Don't forget, our Easter egg challenge over on the Seeker app is wrapping up in a couple of days. If you haven't done it yet, dude, just go there, listen to our daily audio clips. You can literally just skip to the end. That's where the clip is.
Exactly.
And then you enter it in. You can win $250.
Win $250 cash on there. Plus, if you're already on the Seeker app and you didn't catch the episode where we talked to the Trues, the full interview is on there as well. And if you're, looking for a place to listen to all the episodes of the podcast, just like this one, I will say I'm maybe starting to become a little bit of a Seeker believer.
Oh, yeah?
They've been getting us to push this thing for a while. But if you like our show, it is kind of conveniently all in one place.
I mean, either if you like our show or you just like winning free shit, there's tons of giveaways there.
Yeah, that's right. So, again, iPhone, Android, doesn't matter. Search Seeker, Seekr. Download it for free, and you've got 3 days left to win that cash.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Don't you forget to go vote. Don't you forget to go vote.
Yes, it is election day.
It's a modern classic right there.
You can leave the polls like the Breakfast Club, fist in the air.
That's right. Yeah. They give you a little sticker sometimes. You can point to it and be like, I did it.
I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm too busy to vote today, or you're not even planning on voting. So I've made a few more songs that I want. Like, I want you to sing these in your head so that you do go and vote today, all right?
Weaponized Democratic earworms.
Yes. So maybe you could sing this one in your head over and over. Vote. Don't forget to vote. You better fucking vote.
It's aggressive, but I like it.
It's aggressive, but it hits the point.
It lands. It's where it's supposed to be.
I hope someone's at work today like, vote. Oh,
100% someone's going to have their morning ruined for that one.
And here's one more. I mean, I know this band is having a resurgence. Everyone's playing this song all the time. Don't forget to vote. If you don't, you can't complain. Don't forget to bring your ID.
Yeah, that's important.
Polls are open until 9:30.
Oh, really tied it together at the end. Your songwriting is getting next level, buddy.
Take yourself higher and go vote today, all right? Like Creed said, you can't complain if you don't vote.
Scott Stapp would be proud of you if you voted today.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
How was your weekend, brother?
Dude, Metallica, amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, such a good concert. Limp Bizkit opening up for them. They crushed it.
Dude, all I saw was clips online of like Fred Durst out on stage, and all I could think of was like, that lucky bastard.
When they played Break Stuff, 50,000 people in the Sky Dome all going bonkers. The whole pit was just going nuts, man. Metallica started off their set with Whiplash, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and Ride the Lightning. That was the first three off the hop there.
Well, so they eased into the evening is what you're saying.
Oh, my God.
Just a gentle start.
Just put some lead in your pencil, right away there, though. I did watch the Leafs game while I was there the whole time.
I saw that video on the Brock and Dalby Instagram page, at Brock and Dalby, if you're not following us.
I was not the only one watching the Leafs game, because, where we were sitting was in the, if you know Jays games, the TD, clubhouse section. It would be, behind home plate or whatever. And so there's a bar up there, and there was people that weren't even watching the concert. They were just watching the Leafs game up there.
Damn.
But I did have it on my phone the whole game. There was a guy behind me who kept being like, what's the score? And then when it was in overtime, everybody was kind of looking at my phone. So,
well, you can even see in the video that Courtney took of you during Limp Bizkit, there are other people in the shot that there's a suspicious glow coming up from below their head, or their neck is craned right. They're clearly watching something.
Yeah. It was a great soundtrack to watching the Leafs lose, which Courtney actually got on video, or at least audio of me while she was taking. It was what song was playing? Moth into Flame.
Oh, okay.
And you can hear me when the Leafs lose. It's officially my least favorite song now.
Every time you hear Moth into Flame, you know what it is? If the Senators somehow come back to win this series, you won't be able to listen to Moth into Flame without feeling like nauseated.
The best was I feel like everybody that was streaming the game at the concert would it hit in different periods. Like you could hear different oh throughout the Sky Dome.
The Wi-Fi strength determined who found out first.
This was the unanimous sound from Leaf fans on Saturday.
What a special moment.
There's pyro going up and stuff, and I just got so bummed out.
How many songs did it take you to recover?
Dude, they had 2 more songs left after that.
Oh, no.
So it's they played one Enter Sandman, and I was like, yeah, exit light.
Tears streaming out. Enter night.
Just went from having the most fun to...
It's crazy that even in a situation like that, seeing one of your favorite bands in one of your favorite arenas in North America, you can still have your night ruined by a bunch of guys in sweaters.
That's what heartbreak sounds like right there.
It's that Simpsons. If you slow it down, you can see exactly the frame is heartbroken to.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Played to the line, Picado, Sanderson help, score! Jake Sanderson through, and the Senators still have life.
A lot of cocky Senators fans on the text line after getting that overtime win there.
I mean, when you think about it, if you're a Senators fan, you have nothing to lose now. There's no reason to try and be humble. There's no reason to hold back. Your team literally stared into the void of elimination and managed to stave it off for at least one game. You might as well be happy.
It's crazy because I looked at the betting odds before Game 4, and the Senators were plus 2,000 to come back and win the series.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's absurd.
Odds are now at plus 860 right now.
Wow, more than half it got cut by. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Because it's it's only 4 teams out of 204 opportunities have ever been down 3-0 and come back to win.
Yeah, there's a 6.75% chance of a team coming back from being 3-0.
I look at it's 1 in 50, which if someone told you you had 1 in 50 odds for
it's not that bad, actually.
It's not actually that bad, but then you just, when you watch hockey, you go, well, that's never going to happen.
Well, and as a Leafs fan, I can say if any team's going to blow it.
Well, sure. Yeah, no, I mean, listen.
I'm confident that the Leafs back at home tomorrow night, I think we'll be able to seal it off there. But
I love that too. I love that they're making you wait an extra day. You've got the 3-day gap to really stew on it before the next home game.
Oh yeah, this mood still hasn't gone away. I did see there's a site that does the percentages on if the odds of the Senators winning the cup is 0.8% right now.
Right. Yeah.
The odds of them making the finals is 1.7%. Third round is 3.7%, and the second round they have a 9.2% chance, which going into the game it was only at 3%.
Right,
so.
just trying to survive the Leafs at this point is a 9% success.
So if you want to make a bunch of money or lose a bunch of money.
That's the thing, right? Because you could go right now and you could place a sizable bet on Ottawa, and if they do make the comeback, you will be set for a period of time, but you really are just putting your money where you can't have it back.
That's how I could guarantee a Leafs victory tomorrow, is if I put all of my money on the Ottawa Senators.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The internet is arguing today, which is rare occurrence. After a story is going to come back to light of an old Reddit post where a woman says that she threw $10,000 worth of wedding rings into the ocean.
Okay.
After her husband played a prank on her.
What's the prank?
So they're out on the boat. They're enjoying what seems to be lovely evening in the sun. When all of a sudden the husband, who is alleged to be a bit of a wild card, bit of a jokester, says, "Honey, I need to tell you something. Need to be honest with you. This has been bugging me for a while, and I need to come clean. I've had an affair." Looks her dead in the eyes, says, "I've had an affair." She obviously freaks out. He does not do anything to dissuade her of this opinion. He's apologizing. I'm so sorry. She, in one move, whips off the wedding ring and the engagement ring, again, valued at about $10,000 US.
Just throw it into the ocean?
Fires it into the ocean. Don't need these anymore.
What kind of prank is that, dude?
He starts screaming, "You idiot." It was just a prank. I didn't actually have the affair.
Listen, I like to have fun, but like, what are you doing, man?
What's the end goal on that one? Like, what do you think the best case scenario for telling your wife that you've been cheating on her as a joke would possibly be?
It doesn't even seem like it was a joke. That just seems like a guy who was admitting to something and then she freaked out and then he's like,
just a prank, babe. Just a sick joke.
Yeah, he sounds like one of those lame YouTubers. Like, it's just a prank. Relax. Like,
I think the craziest thing in this situation is that he has her convinced that there is some universe where she is the bad guy.
like she's being overdramatic.
That's the whole post. It's that whole "am I the a-hole" thing on Reddit. She made this post because she's like, ever since we got back from the boat trip, we've been arguing over who's in the wrong. And it's crazy that there's anybody out there that thinks that it's her.
I just don't know what was going through this guy's mind where he's like, this is funny.
This will be great. What a moment this will be. Pranks are just weird in general. Like, we talked about this at the beginning of the month with April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
But, like, pranks just so heavily rely on taking somebody who trusts you or believes in you and just lying directly to their face.
Yeah, but this is so far past that. Like, it's personal, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, there's no way that you can just be like, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's not one of those pranks.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. It's like, okay, so she keeps the rings on in this fictional scenario. And what, just starts crying her eyes out instead? Like, you've ruined the boat trip at the very least. And now, at very worst, there's $10,000 in jewelry in the ocean.
I'm surprised she didn't murder him. Out in the middle of the water, she should have drowned him, honestly. Like,
the rings aren't the only thing that should have ended up at the bottom of the ocean that day.
legit.
The Brock and Dobby Podcast.
Pretty unanimous on the text line. We were talking about a guy who pranked his wife by saying that he had an affair. She got mad and threw her $10,000 wedding ring into the ocean. Nobody is on his side in this argument.
Well, it'd be like going into work today and be like, I quit. And then you show up tomorrow and they're like, what are you doing here? And you're like, I was just kidding.
It was just a prank, you guys. We asked you guys if you had any pranks, 762-555, that had gone too far. I thought this one was funny. So I thought it would be really funny to pretend to propose to my ex-girlfriend at a Jays game. We were still in the relationship. We were very happy. Things were good. But I don't think either of us was really thinking marriage. Anyway, she said yes. So that was an awkward car ride home.
I mean, you committed now? I mean, what's worse, saying the yes or the no, I guess?
Well, I think if she says no, you could be like, it was just a prank, all good. But then you kind of look like you're just trying to save face.
Yeah.
But saying yes and then being like, oh, I don't actually have a ring.
Yeah,
I just thought this would be really funny, especially on like such a public display like that, like on the screen and everybody's around thousands of people. You can't be like, just kidding.
Yeah. Well, like, did you have a ring? Like, how would you do?
That's, I mean, I think the fact that the first line says my ex-girlfriend means that the relationship probably didn't go too much farther.
Yeah.
This one here is also, I actually do think this prank is funny. This is my cousin put a sold for sale sign up at his parents' house while they were out of town and had a bunch of their stuff moved into storage.
That's brilliant.
So when they came home, it looked like he'd sold their house.
That's a massive effort, but I respect it.
My uncle told him he was out of the will until he explained that it was all just a prank, and it's still a bit of a sore spot at family get-togethers.
You know what's a good one, too? I've seen people do is, like, put a for sale sign on someone's car, like your buddy's car.
Oh, with, like, the phone number and everything?
Get
like,
people to start calling them.
For sale by owner?
Yeah.
Dude, anytime you want to mess with somebody whose phone number you have, just put up, this is where, like, Kijiji, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, just pretend you got hot tickets to a big concert and give your buddy's phone number.
Man, if you really want to have fun with somebody's phone number, just write their phone number in a bathroom stall.
Well, that's a good time. It said so right there on the wall.
Yeah.
Or what you could do is every time you go to a restaurant that's having one of those little charity auctions for some sort of artwork or memorabilia, you could put your best friend / coworker's name and phone number and an exorbitant bid every time you go there.
So you say it's funny, but you didn't think it was funny when I did it to you.
It's not funny. I've had so many phone calls saying I've won art.
It's the greatest prank of all time.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
You know those BuzzFeed quizzes that are so much fun? Yeah, that's not what this is. It's the quiz with Brock and Dalby.
All right, today the theme for the quiz is good songs, and we're not doing songs that just you like.
They're good enough.
We're doing songs with good in the title.
Okay.
All right, so I will give you the band as always. You give me their good song, and if you do it right, well, you'll do it good. If you do it wrong, then you do bad.
Why are you talking to me like I'm potty training?
All right, first one here, very easy one. When I say the Gorillas, you would say?
Feel Good Inc.
There you go. Which is a prelude to if you do good, you'll be feeling good by the end of it.
Yeah.
All right. Next one here. When I say Led Zeppelin, you would say?
Good Times, Bad Times.
Which, once again, depending on how this goes, it's a good time or a bad time.
I feel like this sums up the quiz. For you, it's good times. For me, it's bad times.
All right, 2 for 2. Look at you. When I say Poison.
It's Nothing But a Good Time.
I thought you were going to have nothing but a bad time there for a second, the way you were thinking about that
My
one.
brain had a bad time for a second there.
3 for 3.
Okay.
Look at the kid here. When I say The Cars, you would say?
Oh, The Cars.
It's a very fitting song for The Cars. If you think
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, God. The Cars. I got nothing.
The good times are not rolling for you. But
Oh, the good times roll. Yeah. The good times will roll in approximately 2 more songs on the quiz. Then we'll be good.
all right, we got 2 more for you here. When I say Thornley, you would say?
So far, so good.
Which is how you're doing on the
Over
quiz.
500 for the day, baby.
Which is how you doing on the quiz. So far, so good.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up here. When I say John Mellencamp, you would say?
Oh, hurts so good. I hurt my shoulder. Yeah! I hurt my shoulder on the weekend and I just celebrated too hard.
Hurts so good, feels so good.
does-
Only one wrong.
It does hurt so good.
Congratulations, my man.
We did it, baby!
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
You guys wouldn't know this, but Brock would, that I booked out of here pretty quick at the end of Friday's show. I had to go home, get some work done, and then I had a tattoo appointment scheduled.
Oh, you didn't tell me what it was for. You just said you had something going on.
That's
very
right.
vague.
So I'm going to roll up my sleeve here, and I'd like to show you for the first time, I'd like to introduce you to Shelby.
Did you get a turtle tattoo?
I got a turtle
You
tattoo.
got a turtle tattooed on you?
So now, before you say anything mean, this was designed by my 10-year-old.
Okay.
This was,
Alex?
Alex came up to me because Alex had given me this tattoo, designed this tattoo on this
Drew
one,
it, yeah.
about 3 years ago, and we'd had a conversation not long ago about how they love drawing.
What's the reasoning for the turtle? Is she knows the whole the thing about you
absolutely.
hating turtles?
Okay, the alleged story you've created.
There's no alleged story. Anyone
me
that's
hating
listened to this show
turtles.
for a long time knows that Dalby hates turtles.
They asked if they could design a tattoo for me because it had been a few years, and I thought, that would be cool to see like the difference. I mean, you could see the difference in the artwork here. If anybody wants to see the new tattoo, by the way, text turtle to 762-555 and I'll send it to you. And I said, you know what? Go draw a couple of things, and if any of them jump out at me, then I'll go and get one tattooed. And they came back with exactly one drawing, and I thought it was cute. I thought it was a very good little drawing. It's
What's
a turtle.
the reasoning for the turtle? Did she say it's because of what I think it is?
She didn't say. They just said I wanted to draw a turtle eating a piece of pizza. It's kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles inspired.
Oh.
And I don't know if secretly deep down they thought it would be funny because of the bit on the show.
I mean, well, maybe the balloons are tied to it because it's rising the turtle up to heaven after you did what you do to them.
Okay, no, this is a sweet tattoo.
It's a beautiful tattoo.
Drawn by a child, and you're not going to sully it. I thought, if anything, I said, yeah, I'll get this tattoo because it'll prove once and for all You wouldn't get a tattoo of something that you hate on your body, on your arm.
So you're trying to persuade people that you like turtles by getting a turtle tattooed on your arm?
I'm just saying, if I hated turtles, would I have a turtle tattooed on my arm? That's the question.
All right.
That's the question.
We're stretching here.
I got the tattoo because I'm a loving dad and my child wanted to do something nice for me.
I think the artwork is amazing. Alex did a fantastic job.
As a side note, I think this proves that you have been lying for 5 years and I don't hate turtles.
I think everything that you just said there is a whole stretch to try and get people to think that you do not hate turtles is what it is.
This tattoo is the truth. This is the honesty that you have been hiding for the last 5 years with your bizarre propaganda.
So is the 3 balloons kind of like similar to the teardrop tattoo? Is that how many turtles that you've killed? Or?
Stop it. No.
Is that how that works?
It's 3 balloons just like in Mario Kart battle mode. 3 balloons means unharmed. So it means full health. This turtle is
Did you feed a turtle a pizza? Is that how it died?
Turtles eat pizza. You saw that on the cartoon.
Is that it? Yeah.
You feed it pizza and it becomes a crime-fighting ninja.
I think Alex knows exactly what she was doing with this one.
That's science. If you want to see the turtle that we're calling Shelby, text turtle to 762-555. How did I know you were going to twist this?
I'm not twisting anything.
How did I know you were going to find a way?
Said you got a tattoo so that people won't think that you hate turtles.
That's not what I said. I said I got a tattoo.
Exactly what you said.
I got a tattoo because my child drew it for me and I thought it was adorable. But as a side note, it's proof that I don't hate turtles.
Okay. If you got to prove it with a tattoo. Just saying.
You're not a good friend.
Great work to Alex, though. A round of applause. A round of applause. Did a fantastic job on the tattoo.
Also, shout out to Will at Mutiny who did the tattoo. We appreciate everything that he's done for the show.
Tattoo or not, Dolby still hates turtles. Never forget, guys.
You're just an absolute monster.
This is the Brock and Dolby Podcast.
Went to the Metallica concert on Saturday. It was an epic show, but man, there's so many people that were just wasted there, dude.
Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, you have, 50,000 people all at a rock show? Someone's going to get too drunk.
I was just wondering how much money they made on beer sales alone, because it's like $20 a beer, like for a tall can of Bud Light or something.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
But then I also had a thought, as the concert was clearing out, it was just like empties all over the place.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like to Courtney, are you allowed to just start picking up empties at a concert? Like, can I take these home?
Like, if you took a garbage bag in your pocket at the end of the night, could you just get down with the cleaning crew? They'd probably be happy for the help.
I've never seen anyone try and do it before, but I mean, if you go to a big game or a concert, like, you could probably cash out pretty good if you just started collecting empty cans.
I mean, you watch, right? Especially at a concert with like an active floor pit area. They just push broom all the cans into one area. It's a massive pile. If you just scoop that all up, like, do you think the Sky Dome has a guy who takes back empties on the weekend?
Well, think about it like this. Like, there was 50,000 people there.
Right.
And let's say like half of the people drank 2 beers. That's still 50,000 beers. What is it? 10 cents a can. That's $5,000 in returns, if my math is correct.
That's crazy. Also makes it feel even more insulting that those beers are $20 a piece.
Right? But I mean, like, even if you go to the bar, are you allowed to, because you're purchasing the drink?
Right.
Are you allowed to take your bottle or your can home with you?
I mean, I suppose one depends on how you're getting home. You know, if you're going out to your car with a bunch of empties.
Sure. But if you think about it, you paid for it. You paid the deposit on it.
It's your can or it's your bottle or whatever receptacle they've given to you. So theoretically, there shouldn't be anything. Like, the guy at the door shouldn't have any cause to stop you if you were to walk out with a bag of empties.
As long as it's empty.
Right.
They can't get mad at you.
That's just it. Yeah, as long as you can, like, tip it upside down and show that there's nothing in there.
And I would even argue, it's like, how many people do you see go around this city with their little wagons and their bags, like, going around digging through on recycling days and stuff?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think more than, like, there's no legal right for them to stop you. I doubt even any bar in town would have a policy to stop you. I think the only thing that stops people from doing it is then you have to cart around, 5 to 10 empty cans or bottles at the end of the night?
Pretty tough to pick up a chick from the bar. You want to come back to my place as you got 2 garbage bags?
You've got a little red wagon full of empty cans. Hey, babe. You want to come back home with me? Look how fiscally responsible I am.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Talking about biggest return you ever got on empties, like liquor bottles, beer cans, all that kind of stuff. A lot of people talking about their college days, maybe like $300, $400. Some people saying they take in about $100 every single month. There's one guy that says he used to be a rink rat. And hockey tournaments would always be a good haul for him. He said he's averaged around $500 each weekend.
I mean, that's the thing, is any situation where you can be the recipient of a lot of people's cans and bottles, you're going to make out like a bandit. Like, I didn't have the patience. Me and my friends would go every couple weeks. So, like, my biggest haul was like $50 maybe.
We've got a friend of the show, Ray, on the phone. Everyone's texting in their numbers, but I think you're taking the cake. Could you share your number?
Yeah, it was $1,497, and it was the empties from our ball team.
From like
when I
slow
was
pitch?
Fort McMurray.
Oh, God.
That'll do it, man. Baseball teams get cans like crazy.
So did you just stockpile them up over 2 years?
Yeah, I had a garage and a shed. I filled the shed and almost a third of the garage. I was working as a doorman for one of the pubs, and we sold off sales. So every time somebody would open a can, I'd get a free case of beer. Well, 23.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So some weekends I was showing up to, for the ball team, 3-4 cases of beer minus one out of each one. And
Yo, when you returned those empties, the people at the place must have just been like, oh, my God.
well, I showed up with a truck and trailer, and it took me 7 trips to get it complete.
Holy.
The guy says, you got a drinking problem? I said, no, they go down, no problem.
I think they are legally obligated to check in with your health and well-being if you bring in that many cans.
Oh, thanks for sharing, man.
Hey, no problem. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too, buddy. You too. Man, I'm always amazed at how many people don't return their empties.
The ones that just like throw them, chuck them into a recycling bin or into the garbage.
You're
even
literally
crazier.
giving away money. Like, you pay for the deposit on it. You might as well get it back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, when you see it's recycling day or whatever, you just see people haul these bins and bins of cans out to the curb. It's like, if you bag that up, just bring it in on the drive to work with you, you could turn it into money.
When I walk my dogs on like recycling day, I'm like, I could make a killing right now.
That's the thing, man. You got to remember to bring your poop bags and your can bags to the other pocket.
Dude, I'm just thinking about it now. Like, when we did hockey tournaments, and I'm sure there's lots of people that did this growing up, when you were raising money for a tournament, you would go and do bottle drives.
Yep.
You'd go door to door and you'd collect cans. Should just start doing that as adults. Like, rather than a stag and doe, you just have a bottle return event.
I think there's a difference, because I feel like a couple kids come up to your house, right, and they go, hey, we play on X local minor hockey team. We're trying to get to a tournament and wherever. Can we have any cans that you have? You're like, oh, yeah, for the kids, no problem. If a guy who looks like me rocks up to your door and is like, so I'm getting hitched in the fall, and I'd love to take your cans and bottles to help pay for the fees.
Yeah.
You probably go get out of here,
You're going to throw them out anyway. Just give them to me.
No, man, I'm not giving them to you. Get off my doorstep.
What the government should do is they should just go door to door and they should ask people for their empties. And then everybody who gives their empties gets a huge tax credit at the end based on how many cans. The more you drink, the more beneficial it is for you.
Then we could get more, money for teachers, more money for hospitals.
The government's causing most of us to want to drink anyways. We might as well see a return on it.
It's a full circle right there.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. $1,000 minutes.
All right, we've got Ron on the line. Ron, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing?
We're doing all right, man. I want to give you $1,000, but I got to ask you the question I ask everyone. Would you consider yourself a smart man, Ron?
No.
That's the answer we're looking for.
Set the bar low. It can only go up from here, Ron.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
All right, let's just get into it. I will start the timer. Are you ready to get going?
I'm ready, bud.
All right, I'll count you in from 3 to 1 here, and then we begin. 3, 2, 1. What is 64 plus 5?
69.
What is the capital of Yukon?
Yellowknife.
Who is the singer of Limp Bizkit?
Pass.
How many players does one team put on a basketball court?
5.
What company makes the iPhone?
Apple.
What character did James Gandolfini play in The Sopranos?
Oh, you son of a... oh, man, pass.
A cut of meat from a young cow is called what?
Veal.
Who is the guy that owns Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
When's the last time the Jays won a World Series?
93?
What alcoholic drink makes people see the green fairy?
The Green Fairy? Tequila.
Well,
The Green Fairy?
honestly, Ron,
You never heard of that before?
No.
well, apparently you never heard of Fred Durst either, but we'll get there.
Oh, man.
Ron, you passed on 2 questions, so before we even get into the wrong answers, we knew you weren't winning the $1,000. Fred Durst is the lead singer of Limp Bizkit. Tony Soprano. The name of the character from
Tony,
The
you're
Sopranos.
kidding me.
The main guy.
Yeah. Now, the alcoholic drink that makes people see the green fairy, it's so-called because it is a green beverage. It's absinthe.
Right.
And, well, you were kind of doomed right out the gate because while you did hit 69 with a lot of exuberance, and we appreciate that, the capital of the Yukon is not Yellowknife. That is the Northwest Territories.
White Horse, isn't it?
It is
White horse. It is white
Yeah.
horse. But it's okay. Nobody cares about the Yukon anyway. Don't
True.
worry.
Absolutely true.
And we only say that because our boss is from there. So.
Well,
Brock,
Ron,
this is for you, buddy. I'm a Bruins fan, but go Leafs go.
Hey, you know
Oh.
what? You know what? You didn't win this morning, but you won my heart. So that's anything for you.
I don't know what's more embarrassing, not knowing Fred Durst or being a Bruins fan cheering
Yeah.
for the
No,
Leafs
you're
in
right.
the playoffs.
You're right.
Is it the end of the world?
Shame.
Is it the end of the world? What's going on here?
I was literally about to say the bad news is you didn't win $1,000. The good news is you got just enough questions to not get the shame bell. But know that if I had the button and not Brock, I'd be pressing it.
No. A double round of applause for you, Ron.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.